Let's get started. Today I'm going to make building challenge of safest security tower with my friends Pro, Hacker, and God. And while I will build it, I would like to tell you one story about ancient trials among the bravest and strongest warriors. They had to overcome all the challenges of the Great Safe Tower, get to the top and take either the princess or the gold. Also, don't forget to press like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. Let's build. In the realm of Valor Crest, there stood a towering edifice known as the Great Safe Tower. Legends whispered of its mystical powers, guarded by trials that tested the bravest and strongest warriors. Among these warriors were the valiant Sir Marcus, the cunning Lady Ilara, and the wise Sir Ildred. Their quest? To ascend the tower's heights, facing perilous challenges, and claim the ultimate prize, either the imprisoned Princess Iloan or the fabled Gold of Ages. As the sun rose over the kingdom of Valor Crest, a trumpet's blast echoed through the land, signaling the commencement of the annual Tournament of Heroes. Sir Marcus, a seasoned knight known for his bravery, tightened the straps of his armor and mounted his steed, ready to prove himself once more. Lady Ilara, a skilled archer with a mischievous grin, twirled her arrows and winked at the crowd, confident in her abilities. Beside her stood Sir Ildred, a scholarly knight with a penchant for puzzles, his mind already racing with strategies. The tournament began with a series of challenges, testing the competitor's strength, agility, and intellect. Sir Marcus cleaved through targets with his mighty sword, while Lady Ilara's arrows never missed their mark. Sir Ildred, meanwhile, solved riddles with ease, his knowledge proving invaluable. As the day drew to a close, the three warriors found themselves tied for first place, each displaying remarkable skill. The crowd cheered as they were summoned before the king, who revealed the true purpose of the tournament. The Great Safe Tower has reawakened, the king announced, and only the bravest and strongest among you may attempt its trials. The victor shall choose between claiming the Gold of Ages or freeing Princess Iloan from her enchanted prison. With determination in their eyes, Sir Marcus, Lady Ilara, and Sir Ildred accepted the challenge, knowing that their greatest adventure lay ahead. The Great Safe Tower loomed before the three champions, its massive stone walls etched with ancient runes. A grand gate stood at the tower's base, adorned with intricate carvings depicting the trials that awaited within. As they approached, the gate rumbled open, revealing a darkened corridor illuminated by flickering torches. Sir Marcus led the way, his sword drawn, followed closely by Lady Ilara and Sir Ildred. The air was thick with anticipation as they ventured deeper into the tower's depths. They soon encountered the first trial, a series of stepping stones suspended over a chasm, with only a single path leading across. Sir Marcus leaped from stone to stone with ease, his agility unmatched. Lady Ilara followed, her keen eyes guiding her every step. Sir Ildred, however, hesitated, his fear of heights threatening to overwhelm him. With encouragement from his companions, Sir Ildred gathered his courage and made his way across, albeit with a few wobbles. As they reached the other side, the stones behind them disappeared into the abyss, sealing their path forward. The next trial awaited them, a labyrinth of shifting walls and hidden passages. Sir Marcus took the lead once more, relying on his instincts to navigate the maze. Lady Ilara used her keen eyes to spot the correct path, while Sir Ildred consulted his maps and diagrams, guiding them through the twists and turns. After what seemed like hours, they emerged into a vast chamber with a towering staircase leading upward. At the top, they could see a faint glimmer of light, hinting at the next stage of their journey. With renewed determination, they ascended the stairs, eager to face whatever challenges lay ahead in the Tower of Trials. The Great Safe Tower loomed before the three champions, its massive stone walls etched with ancient runes. A grand gate stood at the tower's base, adorned with intricate carvings depicting the trials that awaited within. As they approached, the gate rumbled open, revealing a darkened corridor illuminated by flickering torches. Sir Marcus led the way, his sword drawn, followed closely by Lady Ilara and Sir Ildred. The air was thick with anticipation as they ventured deeper into the tower's depths. They soon encountered the first trial, a series of stepping stones suspended over a chasm, with only a single path leading across. Sir Marcus leaped from stone to stone with ease, his agility unmatched. "Watch your step, my friends," he called back to Lady Ilara and Sir Ildred, who followed behind him. Lady Ilara, her bow at the ready, nodded in response. "I've got this," she said, her voice confident as she gracefully made her way across. Sir Ildred, however, hesitated, his fear of heights threatening to overwhelm him. I am not sure about this," he stammered, peering down into the abyss below. "Come on, Ildred, you can do it," Sir Marcus urged, offering a reassuring smile. With a deep breath, Sir Ildred gathered his courage and took his first step onto the nearest stone. With each successful leap, his confidence grew, until he finally reached the other side, albeit with a few wobbles. As they reached the other side, the stones behind them disappeared into the abyss, sealing their path forward. The next trial awaited them, a labyrinth of shifting walls and hidden passages. Sir Marcus took the lead once more, relying on his instincts to navigate the maze. Lady Alara used her keen eyes to spot the correct path, while Sir Ildred consulted his maps and diagrams, guiding them through the twists and turns. After what seemed like hours, they emerged into a vast chamber with a towering staircase leading upward. At the top, they could see a faint glimmer of light, hinting at the next stage of their journey. "We're getting closer," Sir Marcus said, his voice filled with determination. "Let's keep moving." With renewed determination, they ascended the stairs, eager to face whatever challenges lay ahead in the Tower of Trials. As they ascended the staircase, the air grew colder and the light dimmer. At the top, they found themselves in a chamber filled with ancient artifacts and mysterious contraptions. A large, ornate door stood at the far end, its surface adorned with intricate symbols. "This must be the puzzle of ages," Sir Ildred exclaimed, examining the symbols closely. "We'll need to decipher the code to unlock the door." Lady Alara stepped forward, her eyes scanning the symbols with curiosity. "I love a good puzzle," she said, a smile playing on her lips. Sir Marcus joined her, his sword sheathed as he focused on the symbols. "Let's work together to solve this," he suggested, his voice calm and steady. For hours, they studied the symbols, trying different combinations and strategies. Sir Ildred consulted his books and scrolls, searching for clues in the ancient texts. Lady Alara used her keen eyes to spot patterns in the symbols, while Sir Marcus tested each theory with precision. Finally, after much trial and error, they uncovered the correct sequence, and the door rumbled open, revealing the next challenge that awaited them. Beyond the door lay a vast hall, with 3 paths stretching out before them. Each path led to a different trial, one of strength, one of wit, and one of courage. "We must choose wisely," Sir Marcus said, his voice echoing in the chamber. "Our next trial could determine the fate of Princess Eloan and the Gold of Ages." With determination in their hearts, they each chose a path, knowing that their choices would shape the outcome of their quest. Little did they know, the greatest challenges still lay ahead, testing not only their skills but also their bonds of friendship and courage. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ildred ventured down the path of strength, which led them to a colossal arena filled with towering statues and ancient monuments. At the center stood a massive stone golem, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "This must be our opponent," Sir Marcus said, unsheathing his sword. "Prepare yourselves, friends." With a mighty roar, the stone golem came to life, its massive fists swinging toward them. Sir Marcus met the golem head-on, his sword clashing against its stone hide. Lady Alara fired her arrows with precision, aiming for the golem's joints and weak spots. Sir Ildred, meanwhile, used his knowledge of mechanics to find a way to disable the golem's movements. As the battle raged on, the golem proved to be a formidable foe, shrugging off their attacks with ease. But through sheer determination and teamwork, they eventually managed to defeat the golem, causing it to crumble to pieces at their feet. "Well fought, my friends," Sir Marcus said, catching his breath. "But our journey is far from over. We must press on." They continued down the path, their spirits lifted by their victory. Little did they know, even greater challenges awaited them in the Tower of Trials, testing not only their strength but also their resolve and cunning. As they ventured further into the tower, they came upon the path of wit, which led them to a chamber filled with ancient tomes and scrolls. A riddle was inscribed upon the wall, written in a language long forgotten. "This riddle must be the key to unlocking the next trial," Sir Ildred said, studying the inscription intently. "Let's solve it together," Lady Alara suggested, her eyes gleaming with excitement. The riddle spoke of 3 objects: a mirror that shows the truth, a scale that weighs the worth of a soul, and a lantern that lights the path ahead. They had to find these objects and use them to pass the trial. With Sir Ildred's knowledge of ancient languages, Lady Alara's sharp wit, and Sir Marcus's keen intuition, they deciphered the riddle and located the 3 objects hidden within the chamber. The mirror revealed hidden passages, the scale unlocked a secret door, and the lantern illuminated the way forward. With each object, they grew closer to completing the trial of wit. After solving the riddle, a doorway opened before them, leading to a darkened corridor. They ventured forth, eager to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that their wit and cunning would be put to the test once more in the Tower of Trials. The path of courage led them to a vast chamber with a single pedestal at its center. Upon the pedestal rested a shimmering gemstone, emitting a soft, ethereal light. "This must be the heart of Valor," Sir Marcus said, his voice filled with awe. "Legend says that whoever possesses it is granted unparalleled courage." But as Sir Marcus reached out to claim the gemstone, the chamber shook, and the walls began to close in, threatening to crush them. "We must find a way to escape," Lady Alara shouted, scanning the chamber for an exit. Sir Ildred noticed a series of pressure plates on the floor, each with a symbol etched upon it. "We need to step on the plates in the correct order to stop the walls from closing in," he explained, pointing to the symbols. With no time to spare, they quickly deciphered the sequence and stepped on the plates, halting the wall's advance. The chamber rumbled once more, and a passage opened before them, leading deeper into the tower.
I'm happy to see you again, my friends. It is me, Pro from Minecraft. My friend NOOB made very cool safest security tower, but I will try to build it even more interesting. And while I do this, I will continue to tell you an exciting story about Woah and his Lego. Also press like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start building. As they ventured forth, the gemstones light filled them with a newfound courage, bolstering their spirits for the challenges that lay ahead. Little did they know, the most daunting trials awaited them, testing not only their courage, but also their bonds of friendship and loyalty. Their journey through the Tower of Trials had been long and arduous, but finally, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred found themselves at the tower's pinnacle. Before them stood a massive door, adorned with intricate carvings depicting the princess and the gold. "This must be the final trial," Sir Marcus said, his voice echoing in the chamber. "We must choose between the princess and the gold." Lady Alara stepped forward, her eyes fixed on the door. "But what if we choose wrong?" she asked, her voice filled with concern. Sir Ealdred placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We have faced every challenge this tower has thrown at us. I trust that we will make the right choice." With a deep breath, Sir Marcus pushed open the door, revealing a chamber bathed in golden light. In the center of the room stood two pedestals, one holding a golden crown and the other a shimmering figure. "It's a test of true worth," Sir Ealdred realized. "Do we value material wealth or the life of a princess?" Without hesitation, Sir Marcus approached the pedestal holding the princess and released her from her enchanted prison. The figure transformed into Princess Eloin, her eyes wide with gratitude. "You have proven yourselves to be true heroes," she said, her voice soft but filled with warmth. "You have chosen wisely." As the princess led them out of the tower, a sense of accomplishment washed over Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred. They had faced the trials of the tower and emerged victorious, their bonds of friendship stronger than ever. And so, they returned to Valor Crest as heroes, their names forever etched in the annals of legend as the bravest and strongest warriors to have ever lived. With Princess Eloin by their side, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred made their way back to Valor Crest. The kingdom rejoiced at their return, celebrating their victory over the Tower of Trials. At a grand feast held in their honor, the king praised their bravery and selflessness. "You have not only rescued our princess, but also shown us the true meaning of courage and friendship," he declared. As the feast continued, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred reflected on their journey. They had faced challenges that tested their strength, wit, and courage, but it was their friendship and unity that had seen them through to the end. "We may have completed the Tower of Trials, but our adventures are far from over," Lady Alara said, raising her goblet in a toast to friendship and too many more adventures together. The trio clinked their goblets together, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude. They knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, as long as they stood together, they could overcome anything. And so, the story of Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred, the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest, became legend, inspiring future generations to face their own trials with courage and unity. After their triumphant return to Valor Crest, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were hailed as heroes. The king granted them a period of rest and recuperation, allowing them to recover from their arduous journey. During their time of rest, the trio spent their days exploring the kingdom, sharing stories of their adventures with the people they had sworn to protect. They were welcomed with open arms everywhere they went, their bravery and selflessness inspiring all who heard their tales. But even as they enjoyed their well-deserved rest, a new challenge began to stir in the kingdom. Rumors spread of a dark force gathering strength in the shadows, threatening to plunge Valor Crest into chaos once more. As the days passed, the rumors of the dark force grew more ominous. Villages on the outskirts of Valor Crest reported strange happenings, crops withering, livestock falling ill, and eerie whispers in the night. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred knew that they could not ignore these signs. Despite their need for rest, they knew that their duty as protectors of the realm came first. Gathering their weapons and supplies, the trio set out to investigate the source of the dark force. They traveled to the affected villages, speaking with the villagers and searching for clues. Their journey led them to a dense forest on the outskirts of Valor Crest, where the darkness seemed to seep from the very trees themselves. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the air grew colder and the whispers grew louder. Suddenly, they found themselves surrounded by shadowy figures, their eyes gleaming with malice. A battle ensued, with Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred fighting bravely against the shadowy creatures. But the creatures seemed endless, their numbers overwhelming. It was only through sheer determination and skill that the trio managed to fend off their attackers and escape deeper into the forest. As they journeyed further into the forest, they discovered a hidden cave shrouded in darkness. Inside, they found a powerful sorcerer, manipulating dark magic to spread chaos and fear throughout Valor Crest. With a fierce battle, they defeated the sorcerer, freeing the forest from his dark influence. As the sun rose over Valor Crest once more, the trio emerged from the forest victorious, their bond stronger than ever. With the sorcerer defeated and peace restored to Valor Crest, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred returned to the kingdom as heroes once more. The people welcomed them with open arms, grateful for their bravery and selflessness. But their adventures were far from over. As they looked out over the kingdom they had sworn to protect, they knew that new challenges awaited them, and they were ready to face them together as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest. As they settled into their well-deserved rest, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred found themselves surrounded by villagers eager to hear more about their adventures. "You should have seen the size of the stone golem," Sir Marcus exclaimed, gesturing wildly with his hands. "It took all of our strength to bring it down." Lady Alara laughed, her eyes sparkling with mirth. And who could forget Sir Ealdred's face when he solved the puzzle of the ancient tome? Priceless. Sir Ealdred grinned sheepishly. "I may prefer a good book to a battle, but I can hold my own when needed." The villagers listened with rapt attention, hanging on every word of their tales. It was clear that the trio's adventures had captured their imagination, filling them with a sense of awe and wonder. As the trio ventured into the affected villages, they were met with fearful whispers and worried glances. The villagers spoke of strange occurrences, the sudden blight on their crops, the sickness that plagued their livestock, and the unsettling feeling of being watched. "We must find the source of this darkness," Sir Marcus said, his voice grave. "The people of Valor Crest are counting on us." Lady Alara nodded, her bow at the ready. "Whatever it is, we'll face it together." Sir Ealdred, ever the strategist, began to formulate a plan. "We should start by gathering information from the villagers. They may know more than they realize." As the shadowy figures closed in around them, Sir Marcus raised his sword, ready for battle. "Stand firm, my friends. We can overcome this darkness together." Lady Alara's arrows flew true, striking down the shadowy creatures with precision. "Keep fighting. We can't let them defeat us." Sir Ealdred used his knowledge of magic to create barriers, protecting them from the onslaught. "We must find a way to break through their ranks." Through sheer determination and skill, the trio fought their way through the forest, driving back the shadowy creatures with each step. As they confronted the sorcerer in his cave, Sir Marcus called out, "Your dark reign ends here. Sorcerer, Valor Crest will not fall to your evil." The sorcerer laughed, his voice dripping with malice. "You are too late, fools. My power is beyond your comprehension." But Lady Alara was undaunted, her bow aimed squarely at the sorcerer. "We'll see about that. Prepare to face justice." With a final, decisive blow, the sorcerer fell, his dark magic dissipating into the air. The forest was once again bathed in sunlight, the darkness banished from its depths. As they returned to Valor Crest, the people greeted them with cheers and applause. "You have saved us from a great evil," the king proclaimed. "You are true heroes of Valor Crest." But Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred knew that their work was far from over. As they looked out over the kingdom, they knew that new adventures awaited them, and they were ready to face them together as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest. With the threat of the sorcerer vanquished, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were summoned to the royal palace for a council of war. The king and his advisors sought their counsel on how best to protect Valor Crest from future threats. "We must strengthen our defenses," Sir Marcus suggested, his voice commanding. "We can train more soldiers and fortify our borders." Lady Alara nodded in agreement. "And we should establish a network of scouts to keep watch for any signs of danger." Sir Ealdred, ever the strategist, proposed a more diplomatic approach. "Perhaps we could seek alliances with neighboring kingdoms, strengthen unity, as they say." The council deliberated late into the night, formulating a plan to ensure Valor Crest's safety for generations to come. To honor their bravery and selflessness, the king declared a grand festival in honor of Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred. The entire kingdom came together to celebrate their heroes, with feasting, music, and games filling the streets of Valor Crest. "It's incredible," Lady Alara marveled, as she and her companions walked through the bustling streets. "To think, just a few weeks ago, we were battling shadowy creatures in a dark forest."
Hello friends, it's me, Hacker from Minecraft. My friend Pro have made some very interesting safest security tower build, but we should show them how professional hackers build it. And while I'm building, I'll continue to tell you the breathtaking story. Don't forget to press like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Sir Ealdred grinned. Who would have thought that our adventures would lead to this? As the festival reached its peak, the king stood before the gathered crowd. Raising a toast to the trio, to Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred, he proclaimed, "The bravest and strongest warriors Valor Crest has ever known." The crowd erupted into cheers, their voices echoing through the streets. A testament to the enduring spirit of Valor Crest. As the festival drew to a close, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred gathered once more at the royal palace. The king thanked them for their service and offered them a place of honor in Valor Crest's history. "You have proven yourselves to be true heroes," the king said, his voice filled with gratitude. "Valor Crest will always be in your debt." But the trio knew that their adventures were far from over. As they looked out over the kingdom they had sworn to protect, they knew that new challenges awaited them, and they were ready to face them together as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest. Just as Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred thought peace had returned to Valor Crest, a new darkness began to spread across the kingdom. Reports surfaced of shadowy figures lurking in the night, and crops once again began to wither and die. "We thought we had defeated the darkness," Sir Marcus said, his brow furrowed with concern. "But it seems it has returned, stronger than before." Lady Alara nodded, her bow at the ready. "We cannot let Valor Crest fall into darkness once more. We must find the source of this new threat and eliminate it." Sir Ealdred, ever the strategist, began to formulate a plan. "We should start by investigating the areas where the darkness is strongest. There may be clues that can lead us to the source." As they investigated the source of the darkness, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred discovered that the sorcerer they had defeated had somehow returned from the dead, seeking revenge on Valor Crest. "We thought we had rid ourselves of him once and for all," Lady Alara said, her voice filled with anger, "but it seems he has found a way to cheat death." Sir Ealdred nodded grimly. "We must find a way to defeat him once and for all. Valor Crest cannot withstand another onslaught of darkness." With renewed determination, the trio set out to confront the sorcerer, knowing that the fate of their kingdom depended on their success. The trio's journey led them to the sorcerer's lair, a dark and forbidding castle shrouded in mist. As they approached, the sorcerer emerged from the shadows, his eyes gleaming with malice. "You thought you could defeat me," he sneered, raising his hands to summon dark magic. But Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were prepared. They fought with all their strength and skill, each blow bringing them closer to victory. With a final, decisive blow, the sorcerer fell, his dark magic dissipating into the air. The kingdom was once again bathed in sunlight, the darkness vanished from its borders. As they returned to Valor Crest, the people greeted them as heroes once more. Their cheers echoing through the streets, the king thanked them for their bravery and selflessness, declaring a day of celebration in their honor. But Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred knew that their work was far from over. As they looked out over the kingdom they had sworn to protect, they knew that new adventures awaited them, and they were ready to face them together as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest. With the sorcerer defeated and peace restored to Valor Crest once more, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred turned their attention to rebuilding the kingdom. The dark magic had left scars on the land, and it would take time and effort to undo the damage. "We must work together to restore Valor Crest to its former glory," Sir Marcus said, his voice filled with determination. Lady Alara nodded, her bow at the ready. "The people have suffered enough. We must do everything in our power to help them rebuild their lives." Sir Ealdred, ever the strategist, began to formulate a plan. "We should start by repairing the villages that were affected by the darkness. Once they are restored, we can turn our attention to the rest of the kingdom." With the people of Valor Crest working alongside them, the trio set to work, rebuilding homes, replanting crops, and restoring hope to the kingdom. As the kingdom began to heal, the king called for a council of elders to discuss the future of Valor Crest. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were invited to attend, their wisdom and experience valued by all. "We must ensure that Valor Crest remains safe from future threats," the king declared, his voice solemn. "We cannot allow the darkness to return." The council deliberated for days, discussing strategies to protect Valor Crest and its people. In the end, they agreed to establish a network of scouts to keep watch for any signs of danger, as well as a standing army to defend the kingdom from attack. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were appointed as leaders of the army, charged with training the soldiers and preparing them for whatever challenges lay ahead. With the kingdom rebuilt and its defenses strengthened, Valor Crest entered a new era of peace and prosperity. The people flourished, their spirits lifted by the courage and determination of their heroes. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred were hailed as the saviors of Valor Crest, their names forever etched in the annals of history. But for them, the true reward lay in knowing that they had protected their home and its people from the darkness that threatened to consume it. As they looked out over the kingdom they had sworn to protect, they knew that their adventures were far from over, but they also knew that as long as they stood together, as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest. They could overcome any challenge that came their way. One day, a mysterious traveler arrived in Valor Crest bearing a cryptic message. He spoke of an ancient prophecy foretelling of a great danger that would threaten the kingdom once more. The darkness has not been fully vanquished, the traveler warned. A new threat looms on the horizon, one that even the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest may struggle to defeat. Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred listened intently, their hearts filled with concern. They knew that they could not ignore the prophecy, for the safety of Valor Crest depended on their actions. We must uncover the meaning of this prophecy, Sir Marcus said, his voice firm. We cannot allow Valor Crest to fall into darkness once more. Determined to unravel the mystery of the prophecy, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred set out on a quest to seek answers. Their journey took them to the far corners of the kingdom, where they searched ancient libraries, consulted wise sages, and braved treacherous terrain. Along the way, they faced many challenges, from fierce beasts to cunning traps. But with their combined skills and unwavering determination, they overcame every obstacle in their path. As they traveled, they began to piece together the clues of the prophecy. Slowly unraveling its secrets, they learned of an ancient artifact, hidden deep within the heart of Valor Crest, that held the key to defeating the new threat. After many trials and tribulations, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred finally discovered the location of the artifact of power. It lay hidden in a forgotten temple, guarded by ancient traps and fierce guardians. With their courage and skill, they navigated the temple's challenges. Eventually reaching the inner sanctum where the artifact lay, it was a glowing crystal, pulsing with untold power. This must be the artifact foretold in the prophecy, Lady Alara said, her voice filled with awe. Sir Ealdred approached the crystal, his hands trembling with anticipation. With this artifact, we may have a chance of defeating the new threat. But as he reached out to touch the crystal, a dark figure appeared before them. His eyes filled with malice. "You fools," he snarled. "You think you can stop me? I am the true master of darkness, and Valor Crest will fall before me." The dark figure unleashed a wave of dark magic, sending Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred flying across the chamber, but they were undaunted, rising to their feet and facing the dark figure with determination in their eyes. "We will not let you harm Valor Crest," Sir Marcus declared, raising his sword. Lady Alara drew her bow, her arrow aimed squarely at the dark figure. "You may have power, but we have something far stronger, our friendship and our determination to protect our home." Sir Ealdred stepped forward, a plan forming in his mind. "Together, we can defeat him. We just need to work as a team." With a battle cry, the trio launched themselves at the dark figure, their weapons flashing in the dim light of the chamber. The battle was fierce, but with their combined strength and skill, they managed to overpower the dark figure, sealing him away once and for all. With the dark figure defeated and the artifact of power in their possession, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred returned to Valor Crest as heroes once more. The kingdom rejoiced at their return, celebrating their bravery and selflessness. As they looked out over the kingdom they had sworn to protect, they knew that their adventures were far from over, but they also knew that as long as they stood together, as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest, they could overcome any challenge that came their way. In recognition of their bravery and service to the kingdom, the king offered Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred a place of honor in his court. He bestowed upon them the title of Royal Guardians, tasked with protecting Valor Crest from any future threats. As part of their new roles, the trio attended the coronation of the king's daughter, Princess Eluan, who had come of age to ascend to the throne. The ceremony was a grand affair, attended by nobles from far and wide. "We have come full circle," Sir Marcus said, as they watched the princess take her place on the throne, from rescuing her from the sorcerer's curse to seeing her become queen. Lady Alara smiled, her eyes shining with pride. "It's a testament to the resilience of Valor Crest and its people." Sir Ealdred nodded in agreement, "and to the bonds of friendship that have seen us through our greatest challenges." As the new royal guardians of Valor Crest, Sir Marcus, Lady Alara, and Sir Ealdred continued to protect the kingdom from any threats that arose. They trained a new generation of warriors, ensuring that Valor Crest would always have defenders ready to face any danger.
Well, what cool buildings my friends have made. I like them very much. And you? I hope so too. I should also show them how to make a safest security tower building. Well, at the same time, I will continue the story. Years passed, and tales of their adventures became legends, passed down from generation to generation. The trio became symbols of bravery and heroism, their names synonymous with the spirit of Valor Crest. But even as they grew older, their bond remained strong. They knew that as long as they stood together, as the bravest and strongest warriors of Valor Crest, the kingdom would always be safe. And so, their adventures continued, their legacy living on in the hearts of all who called Valor Crest home. As peace settled over Valor Crest, Sir Marcus, Lady Elara, and Sir Ealdred yearned for one last great adventure together. They decided to embark on a grand expedition to explore the uncharted lands beyond the kingdom's borders. With their supplies packed and their spirits high, the trio set out on their journey, venturing into the unknown with a sense of excitement and wonder. They encountered breathtaking landscapes, mysterious ruins, and exotic creatures unlike any they had ever seen. This is truly a journey of a lifetime, Lady Elara said, her eyes sparkling with delight. Sir Ealdred nodded, his curiosity piqued by the sights and sounds of the new lands. Who knows what secrets we may uncover on this expedition? Sir Marcus led the way, his sword at the ready, always vigilant for any dangers that may lie ahead. Together, they explored the uncharted lands, forging new paths and making new discoveries that would be remembered for generations to come. As they ventured deeper into the uncharted lands, Sir Marcus, Lady Elara, and Sir Ealdred stumbled upon a hidden valley shrouded in mist. Intrigued, they ventured further into the valley, where they discovered an ancient civilization long thought to be lost to time. The civilization's ruins were filled with wonders and mysteries, hinting at a rich and vibrant culture that had once thrived in the valley. As they explored, they uncovered artifacts and relics that shed light on the civilization's history and way of life. "We have uncovered something truly remarkable," Sir Marcus said, his voice filled with awe. "This civilization's story must be told." Lady Elara agreed, her eyes scanning the ruins for more clues. "We must document everything we find here. It's a discovery that could change the course of history." Sir Ealdred, ever the historian, began to piece together the puzzle of the civilization's rise and fall. It's a story of triumph and tragedy, of a people who thrived against all odds but ultimately succumbed to the passage of time. After months of exploration and discovery, Sir Marcus, Lady Elara, and Sir Ealdred returned to Valor Crest as heroes once more. They brought with them artifacts and relics from the lost civilization, which would be preserved and studied for years to come. The people of Valor Crest welcomed them back with open arms, eager to hear of their adventures and discoveries. The trio regaled them with tales of the uncharted lands and the ancient civilization they had uncovered, inspiring awe and wonder in all who listened.